Welcome everybody back to Jewett's Kitchen, and today we're making frozen Dalgona protein coffee, and this is a new one for me, definitely. And how I came across it was one night I hear the hand mixer going in the kitchen and I'm on the couch. It's going, and Renee, my wife, she walks over with this bowl full of this whipped magical brownie coffee looking goodness. And she's on prep, so I'm like, wait a second, what are you about to eat? You can't have that. What is it? And she told me it's whipped coffee. Like, what do you mean? How do you whip coffee? And then I started looking, and it's like this new thing everyone's doing is Dalgona coffee, which is basically just whipped coffee with some sugar and water. So today, I'm going to share with you Renee's prep Dalgona frozen coffee that she's doing. Things that you'll need. So you'll need, we use some cashew milk, it's 25 calories for 240 mils, and that's all that she uses in the recipe. You could use like almond milk if you prefer. We'll need some bowls. Also use 2 packets of stevia in the coffee mix, and then she also adds another 2 packs of stevia to the protein, the frozen protein that we're gonna make. You will need instant decaf coffee. This is her drink she does at nighttime. So decaf and just 1 instant coffee pack. You'll need 2 tablespoons of hot water, which you can just use hot water from the sink. You don't need to microwave it that hot. And then of course, your favorite flavor of animal whey. Tonight we're using brownie butter. I think salted caramel would be really good too. Just a side note on it. And for tools you'll need food scale, and also we use a Ninja and a hand mixer. Now you don't need a hand mixer, you could use a whisk by hand, but you really have to mix a lot, so I'd recommend using a hand mixer. So let's get started. All right, first step, we're gonna make our frozen protein blended drink. So we'll just get some ice out of the freezer. Put it on your food scale, and we are going to weigh out 240 grams of cashew milk. If you're not on prep, you probably don't care about weighing this stuff out, but we need to account for every calorie that we do. And also weigh out your protein powder. I think on prep, this is one of the easiest things that people don't weigh out, and they just trust the scoop. And they're like, oh, look, I'm on prep. This is 1 scoop of protein. It's like, no, it's not. You're using 2 scoops. So we weighed out 35 grams of animal whey, which is 25 grams of protein. We have our protein powder in. We'll add 2 packets of stevia also, for extra sweetness. Then we can head over to our blender and blend this up. So next step, we have our protein shake mixed up with some ice. We're gonna make our Dalgona coffee froth, which that's exactly what it is. We're gonna take our instant coffee pack, dump this in, and just to let you know, these are 3-gram packets. If you do just have like your instant coffee and you want to weigh it out, so we'll add that. 2 more packets of stevia. And 2 tablespoons of hot water. Film this one. We'll head over to our hand mixer and froth it up. All right, so now we have a hand mixer, and for speeds, start with your lowest speed and you can work your way up. And you're just gonna keep going until you get to like a thick froth consistency. It's interesting, there's parts in the coffee that actually cause it to froth, and then trapping the air within that to make it this kind of meringue almost consistency. So start on low. That is your whipped Dalgona instant coffee. Let's put it into our frozen protein drink. All right, so we just have a bowl we're gonna dump our protein into. And you can just spoon our instant coffee on top of the protein. Now you could just get it like this, but we're gonna swirl it in and let it sit in the freezer for about an hour, hour and a half, and then it'll be time to enjoy. You can eat it slow and really savor it because you're on prep and you're starving. All right, I've taken our frozen Dalgona protein coffee out of the freezer. It's all ready to go. It was about an hour and a half and should be great to eat. I will give you some warning though. If you are on prep and you're making like protein fluff and coffee fluff and stuff like this, just use it limiting, because it can be one of those things, once you start, you'll always have to have it, and you can easily eat more and more and more of it, and it can cause like digestive issues and bloating. So just be cautious if you're gonna do it, but if you want something that's really, really tasty on prep, I would highly recommend trying the frozen Dalgona protein coffee. Let's give it a try. Delicious. All right, guys, I'd love to hear what y'all use for coffee and protein, what kind of recipes you've come up with. Leave them in the comments section below. If you have any questions on this, I'll be happy to answer them for you. Until next time, we'll see you then.